So it's Sunday morning, and yesterday I went back to the hospital to obviously have my splint removed. There's still a bit of swelling, mainly here and at the end of my nose. He said there's still about 20% left to go, swelling wise, and it's mainly on this side. This side seems to be, and it feels normal. This side I can feel it is a bit swollen. So although it's straighter, it will be straighter even more when this little bobble here is completely gone. But yeah, as you can see, it's a lot straighter. If we look that way, it looks quite nice. I like it. I like my new nose. So yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. The appointment was for 10:15. We got there at 10, and there was also someone there who was being seen before us. Turns out he was actually in the room next door, although we both didn't know it at the time because we were both either stuck in the room or just completely out of it on medication basically. But yeah, he was a lot more swollen than me, so I've recovered quite well, or he's recovered quite badly. And his dad was saying that he was struggling with sleep and everything like that, whereas the last few days, to be honest, he's been really kind to me. I've had no pain. It still feels tight and uncomfortable, but I've had no pain. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's quite dark. If we have a look out there, yeah, it's snowing. It's currently 10 to 7. I actually left my house about 10 to 6 to go to a car boot. Got into the A road. Well, got outside the house. It was snowing. It wasn't that bad. It hadn't settled on the van. It was nothing. The main road going to the A road, again, you could tell that there was snow, but it all been gritted. It was all fine, not a problem. Got onto the A road, and it was bad. It started off okay, and it got worse and worse and worse. I did about 10 miles, and then I was on a slight incline, and I was starting to go from side to side. I was like, hang on, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I should turn around. So I ended up turning around, going off on a junction, coming back round again. And then there was a BMW in front. There was about 6 cars behind. BMWs, most of them are rear-wheel drive, and he was struggling. He was just spinning and spinning and spinning. He wasn't getting anywhere fast. So I managed to, thankfully, at that section, as you go towards the central area where the barrier is, there's grass. So I managed to put my right-hand side of the van on the grass, which gave me a good bit of grip, which gave me enough to get past him. I would have got out and helped, but the chance of me being hit by a car was quite high, and I've not got a high vis on me either. So admittedly, normally when someone does break down and I'm not in a rush, I would always stop and help, but I'm not putting myself at risk, not at 6:30 on a Sunday morning with weather like this. I love the snow, but I hate how inept England is at dealing with it. And my speech is better. I can breathe. It's not as good as it should be, because there's still swelling. I still got a very slight hint of the smell sometimes. Maybe when I lie down. When I put my head down last night, I had a very slight whiff. But I think that's where the crusting is more up here, where the swelling is more prominent. But that should go within the next couple of days. But oh man, I like it. I like my new nose. I like it. Look at it. So straight. But yeah, so yeah, I was going to go to the car boot. I didn't quite go to plan. So I've had a cup of coffee anyway. I think even yesterday I had 1 cup of coffee and 2 cups of tea, which probably wasn't the best idea. Probably why I didn't sleep for at least an hour after I put my head down. But should be able to get back to physical activity within the next week. Swelling should again be reducing over the next week or so. 20% left to go on this, so it's not going to reduce by 20% because that would mean like it would be smaller than the bridge of my nose. But yeah, I do like it. It's really weird because of the swelling here. When I've been looking in the mirror, I've had a second glance myself because I didn't quite recognise myself. But admittedly, the swelling's gone down overnight, so it's not as bad. But this was quite prominent there. and it's all bruised. He took the bandage off, and there was still paint marks everywhere, and there's still little bits of blood. He did give me a quick wash, but obviously he didn't want to cause any pain, so he only went very, very lightly with just water. So I managed to get some wet wipes from a local petrol station, and just kept on sort of dabbing my nose. Probably not the best wording to use, but yeah, I just gave my nose a quick wipe, just kept on going over it lightly, and just sort of scratching, because I had a load of glue residue to get rid of as well, which was a bit of a pain in the ass. So yeah, I mean, it feels so much better. Went to IKEA yesterday. That was a bit. I hate IKEA. Absolutely hate it. So we've got loads of flat pack furniture that needs to be done. Everything has got to be done Monday. Monday's going to be fun. Monday I've got the furniture coming for the office. I've got the carpet coming. I've got to put the furniture together for the spare room, and I've got my future in-laws coming. All on Monday. So thankfully I've got Monday off. I'm going to be more office based anyway. But yeah, bit of a pain. Huge pain. I can't stop staring at my nose. This is weird, because I kind of like my nose now. It's weird. I've not liked my nose for like almost a decade, and it's back to how I remember it. It's quite emotional. But yeah, no car boot because of the epoxy. We're not even the snow. It's just England. I'm blaming England. There is one in my local town. However, it's normally diabolical. I think I've been there once this year, and it was absolutely shocking. There was a games dealer who wanted stupid prices, and then there was someone else who was doing it for charity as well. Sorry, just internally burped. He was doing it for charity. I think I had a few PS2 games. I'm sure I did a video on it anyway. I think it was just a whole video only. But yeah, it's diabolical. It's all hard standing, which is nice, but it's all external. There's nothing internal. Whereas the one I'm going to, well, was going to, they do have an internal one. It goes into 2 sections. So they hire out a school basically. So the playground will have all people outside, and then the school bit will have people inside. The inside bit you are packed in like sardines. The outside bit is just bloody cold. I mean, at the moment it's 1 degree. So the Facebook says they're still on, but I sod that, man. I'm not risking it. So I did 10 miles there, 10 miles back, so that's enough. I tried. I do like going to car boots, because you always get a feeling that you're going to miss something if you don't go. But yeah, maybe I'll just have to go home and rest and play Fallout 4, maybe. I don't know. Mrs. is going to London today, so actually I think she's driving, so maybe she's not going to go unless the gritters get out soon, because the as I say, the A road, it was terrible. It was really, really bad. So I mean, the idea when I actually got out was, no, I'll stick to the A road, I'll see it to the end, because when I get to the motorway it'll be absolutely fine. But I didn't think that I was going to get to the end of it, and seeing people struggling to drive, I mean, thankfully I think I was maybe doing 40 the whole way, because it wasn't that bad in most sections, but then you'd get to some parts where it was just a death trap, so it just wasn't really worth it. I mean, I come to a standstill once while a BMW was just sort of spinning around in a circle, and someone's tried to bloody reverse. They actually did reverse down the motorway, down the A road. It's a dual carriageway as well. It's snowing, and it's 6:30 in the morning, and they're reversing backwards, obviously, because that's what you do when you reverse. He was the second car behind the BMW, so obviously saw the BMW struggling. He was like, "Oh no, man, I ain't doing that." So I think he was trying to go back to the junction. It was only like 200-300 yards after the junction, so I think he did end up reversing back to the junction and then coming off, probably turned around and went home. But yeah, that was quite scary. If my dash cam was working, I would have got some footage of it, but I don't know what's going on with it. The power seems to be intermittent that goes towards it, which is annoying, because I like having the dash cam on in case there's an accident. Thankfully I've never been involved in one in this vehicle. I've only had one little prank, and that was it, and that was in my old van, and that's only because someone doesn't know how to merge. but no, it's not working, don't know why. So yeah, Sunday morning, absolutely cold. Well, I would say I can go and play in the snow, but I probably shouldn't because of my nose, because if I take one snowball to the face I could break my nose because it is still that tender. So yeah, I will go home. It's almost 7 o'clock now, so I'll probably end up waking the missus up and let her know how bad the A roads are, and then she'll be like, oh fine, I'll stay at home, and then just, I don't know, she's not due to go until this afternoon anyway, but we are supposed to go, need to go to Tesco's at some point, and people just can't drive in the snow. See, at the centre of town it's not that bad, but people just can't drive. They panic. I mean, I don't mind being cautious, because you have to be cautious, but when the roads have all been gritted, I mean, it's fine. The main roads in my town are absolutely fine. The roads that are leading off of those roads, they may be a little bit snowy, but yeah, the rest of the roads are absolutely fine. So yeah, I need to go to Tesco's. I really don't want to go to Tesco's. I hate going to Tesco's. Absolutely hate it. It's like one of the worst things in the world. And oh my god, look at my septum! Look at it. Oh, it's so straight. Oh, did my nostrils just flare? I don't think I've ever done that. Oh, I can't do it. Ignore me. So right, it's just gone 7 o'clock, so I dread to think how long I've been doing this for. Jesus Christ, 11.5 minutes. Yeah, let's probably end this. So I've got to do a quick U-turn. Actually, I'm going to take over this gym on Pokemon Go first, because there's been a weather change, and obviously with the snow there's going to be ice and steel types everywhere. So take over the gym, see if we can get a raid party going with a few of the guys that live in the town. We've still got, I would say we've got a good 20 hardcore players still. So yeah, we might well sort out 2 vehicles, maybe 3. And have, I mean, I've got loads of premium raid passes still, so I've been quite tight in using them. I could do with a few more ho-ohs as well. So yeah, I might well see what's going on with the local raid groups, and see if anyone's around to knock out some ho-ohs, because I've only got 3. I think one's 98% though, I think. So yeah, and I've got a buff as well, CP buff, so that should be quite good. I think they can now reach over 4,000 if it's 100% IV, and I think it's only like 50 CP over 4,000. But yeah, I've not played since I've been in my nose, so I need to get out there and start grinding, because all I'm going to do is reach level 40. Once I've reached level 40, I can then start to think about stopping the game. I have no idea about Gen 3. It's confusing. I'll try not to catch evolved Pokemon. But not knowing what the bloody thing is makes life a lot more difficult. So the plan is to sort of mass catch all the basics, so that when a double XP event is on, stick an egg on and then just evolve everything. But yeah, I've been waffling, so I'm going to take over this gym, make it Team Mystic, and then I'm going home to have a cup of tea and play some Fallout 4 with Sim Settlements mod, because that mod is goddamn awesome, and King Gath, you are a god, sir. So yeah, bye. That is it from me, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.